Natasha, and this is Welcome to. And welcome to round 2 of Welcome to. This is the second round of Welcome to in the National Boardgame Tournaments here in Portugal. I lost the last one. Let's find out how I do this time, shall we? I really love this game. It's quite simple, but fun. What the fuck is this? The first and last house of each street must be built. So, the premise of this game is kind of tough to explain, but I'm gonna try. So, you're building this estate, and each thing that you build with each number has certain points to them. So, for example, I just put down a 14 with a park here on the end, which meant that by building a park, I could get 2 points, as you can see above the number 14. There's 0, 2, 4, 6, and 14. If I build all the parks on this street, I will then get 14 points. So that's one way you can get points, by building parks on each road. Another way you can get points is by building pools. Now, not every house, as you can see, has a pool. On this street, there are 3 pools. The one below the street, there are 3 pools, and above the street, there are 3 pools. And when it comes up, an icon, like this park one here, when it comes up, then you can put that one on the house with the pool. If it doesn't have a pool, it doesn't count, and you get 0. But if you put it on a house with a pool, you can then build a pool and get points that way. The more pools that you have, the more points you get. So on the bottom of the screen, you will see that there is a bunch of things over here. This column is how many objectives you complete, and you can also get points achieving objectives. First player to achieve, if you see on the side of the objectives over here, this one, and this one, those are the objectives. The first one to complete this one gets 7 points, the first one to complete this one gets 11 points, and the first one to complete this one gets 7 points. And then the second player gets 4, 6, 3 points. I'll explain that in a minute. Here there's 3 streets, right? And on the second street, I've already got 2 points from parks. Next to that, you'll see the pool and a bunch of numbers. So the more pools you build, the higher the points go. So say, for example, I built 3 pools, then I would get 9 points. The objectives, in order to, depending on what the objectives are, like for example, this 11-point objective, you need a row of 6 houses, and then a row of 1 house, a row of 1 house, and then a row of 1 house. Next up, over here, on these, you can see in the corner of the 14, it's like bent, like it's folded, and at the back you can see a little fence, because that's the next thing coming up. So instead of a park next, there are going to be fences coming up next. And what you do is, when there is a fence, you put down the number, and then you can, next to each house there are dotted lines, and you can fill those in, and that makes a fence, which means it blocks it off. So, taking my house number 14 over here, if I was to build a fence next to that house, that would then be a row of 1 house. However, if I was to take that house number 14, and then move 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then put the fence there, that would be a row of 6 houses. And that is how you complete the objectives. These road signs, you can choose to make the number either 1 or 2 above or below the house next to it. So say for example I was to build another house next to 14, I can either make the house next to it 13 or 12. It is very important to pick the placements of, and I'll explain why this is important. It's very important to strategize where you want to put your house number placements, because numbers go from 1 to 15 and it has to be in order. So if you were to put a 5 and then an 8 next to each other, the houses beyond 8 have to be above 8, and the houses below on the right, on the left of the 5 would have to be below 5. And so you would have wasted that 6 and those 2 numbers. The next time you get a 7 and there's no space to build because you can't put it anywhere because you've just blocked that gap, if that makes sense, then you wouldn't be able to put anything down. And that is where the column next to biz comes in, because if it gets to a point where 3 times in the game you haven't been able to put down any numbers because there haven't been any spaces for the numbers, because you strategically placed your numbers wrong, you're out, you're 0, you lost, you're done. However, I don't know if this one, but there is I think they did put the rule on. There are some, you can build roundabouts, and when you build a roundabout, say for example on one of the roads, instead of building a house I built a roundabout, on the right of that you get to start again from 1. So it's very good if you've like ran out of space to put numbers and you're like, fuck, I've ruined the game. You can build a roundabout and then start from 1. I forget what it's called, but at the bottom, the box with the purple coins with the arrow going up and all of those numbers has to do with how many points you earn for a row of houses, as I explained earlier, like a row of 6, a row of 1, a row of 1, a row of 1. So I'm going to need 3 rows of 1s. So it would be smart for me to make those rows of 1s more expensive, because I'm in the housing business, this is the game, more expensive, thereby getting me more points considering I'm going to have a lot of those. Or if I wanted to, I could fill in the column of 6 for the row of 6 houses so that row is more expensive, and each time I have a row of 6 I would make 6 points or 7 points or 8 points. So say I wanted to go with a row of 6, right? Say I had 3 rows of 6. It would be 3 times 6 or 3 times 7 or 3 times 8, or so it gets more expensive and I get more points. I hope this is making sense. Biz, honestly I can't explain it. I don't know how to explain it because it minuses your points, and so I just always avoid it, so I really don't honestly remember what it does. So that's all I can explain of the game, and I hope that makes sense. But if it doesn't, I'm gonna play, and you're gonna, well, if you don't know how to play, you're gonna learn. And I'm gonna have a good time. I'm going to win this time. Gonna grab the 6. Put it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put it here. this pool here. Puts me up to 5 points. What have they got so far? Not much. Put this one here. Build a park. Very good, very good. Put this one here. And I'm going to grab this so that now my solitary little house number 14 over here is now worth 3 instead of 1. I'm gonna grab this park. Confirm. Okay. Scribble in that park. Gonna make this a 1. Confirm. Do that. Confirm. What did they do? 1, 2, 3, 4. But they still need a 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. We put a 3 here. Add more value to the row of 6 houses. And then that's 1 row, 2 rows with. That's the last house built. This one here. Let's grab up the park. 14 points. Nice. Oh, this is good. Confirm. See what they did. Okay. An 8. Cool. Just what I needed. Confirm. Perfect. I mean, it would have been better if it had a pool. But hey, I can finish this one and get those 11 points. Let's put this one here. And put the fence here for the bottom objective. Confirm. 68 points. Ooh! Oh, but then I'll be wasting a park. It's okay. It is fine. Ooh! No, but then I'll just go to 4. I'll put this one here and grab this one. Confirm. Now I've just got to wait for the other player. Okay. So that's what they've got. Let me put this one here. I don't think I can. Build power. 72. Why does it say I'm online on my phone? No, I'm not. Okay. Okay. A park or increase the value of a set of houses. I think I'm gonna go for a park. I just need a 3 so I can complete the third objective. And I just need one more number. I could have used the 2. I increase this one. Confirm. Is he gonna grab it now? No. Confirm. Oh, I should have used something else. Not a 3 because I already had a 3 here. Ah, okay, okay. Son of a bitch. Oh, this is going downhill fast. One more and I'm out. God damn. One more and it's game over. Yeah. Oh, I'm blind. Oh, he also had to. What happens if I do this? Son of a... Oh! I'm at 88 points. Hang on. I've just been informed that the Welcome to game ended. Oh, I won. Don't know how that happened. Final replay last turn. This was me. I flipped the roundabout. Okay. I don't know. But a win is a win. A win is a win. I take it. I'll take it. Let's have a look where I sit. Here. 16th. Alright. Not bad at all. I mean, I honestly thought I was about to lose the game because of the amount of refusal permits. to submit, but I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more geeky goodness like this. Let me know in the comments what your favourite board game is. I hope you all have a wonderful week.